Well, hello everybody out there in YouTube land. It's been a while since I posted a video. So I thought I would show you what I'm up to with Genos2. Now, as you know, this keyboard is just pure power. It can do anything. And one of the things that I've been trying to emulate using the Genos is the sound of Klaus Wunderlich. Now, as you probably already know, there's lots of software out there. There's lots of expansion packs. But the two that I'm using is Pop Organ 1 and the Klaus Anniversary from Soundpacks. So if you're interested, go and have a look at soundpacks.co.uk. The software is available for you to download, and it gives you these wonderful sounds. Now, one of the things that I'm working on is creating styles using those wonderful sounds. And I wanted sort of a Klaus sort of bounce, and this is what I've come up with. And this is all done on the machine. No software, no add-ons, no Cubase, nothing. This is all done directly on the Genos. And it just is testament to what you can do with this amazing keyboard. So very basic sort of jazz guitar swing. Bring the organs in on variation B. And then go and choose an organ voice. Just a super bouncy style. I've put an intro in, sort of just try. This is going to get changed, I'm sure. Now that is definitely far too loud. So if I just go into Style Creator, I can easily control the volume. If I know where it is, it's got to be that one. Chord 2. Try. Right, that's that done. All I need to do now is click Save. And the volume of that particular style part, the intro 3, is automatically changed. It's just done. Every time I call it up now, it will pull up the same volume. Variation B. Sounds great. So that's one, and then I'm working on another one as well, Romance for Violin. Now that's not a violin, so let's put a violin on. I wanted to show you something because on variation C of this particular style, there's a very high G note held down. It varies between G, A and F, depending on the chords that you play, but it's just a lovely sound, and there's a strumming guitar. So if I wanted to... These are the voices from the Klaus anniversary pack. So if I just turn the volume up on the right... The Klaus saxophone, I must admit, is very... An ending. I haven't created an ending for it yet, but these styles are going to be available if you want to download these. These will be on the Genos Club. So if you are a Genos owner, or you've got an SX900 or Genos1, if you go to patreon.com/Genos Club, these will be part of membership in there. So if you want to download them, that's where you go. Until then, I'm just having a lot of fun playing, because these are just so easygoing, such styles that you can play pretty much anything to. So there you go. That's what I've been up to for the last few days. It's not complete by any stretch of the imagination. There's intros and endings needed, but it's using expansion voices in your styles kind of gives you the complete ability to create any sound. Because, of course, if you've got the original sound source of the recording or the artist, the instruments, for example, you can load samples into the Genos and then re-trigger them. So using this sort of ability to make expansion packs gives you these wonderful sounds that and then of course you can add lots of other voices. Things like where are sort of these. No, not that one. What am I after? Let's have a look. Where are we? There we go. I mean, you can add obviously things like strings and choirs and all that sort of stuff. But it does open up a whole world. I'm trying to find the oh, there we go. This sort of Euro bell pad. Because the bells and pads in the Genos are very, what I would describe as FM. They are very Yamaha. Whereas for sort of this sort of sound, you want a much bigger bell sound with it, with this sort of nice delay and the panning. These are much bigger sounds than the sounds of the bells in the Genos. But like I say to you, the great thing about this keyboard, you're never limited because you can simply add the sounds that you want. You find them, you load them. You know, you can have so many great things. And it just adds to the whole experience of owning a Genos 2. If Yamaha were ever to take out the expansion, the sort of side where you can bring your own voices in, they would absolutely kill their product. It's one of the best things that Yamaha ever did, because you could have a very niche market, you can have a very niche flavour of sounds that you want, and you can't add them. I mean, I know of other instruments out there that will load samples, but not to the level of ease that you can with the Yamaha. There's other instruments that, frankly, are a nightmare to use. This is just simplicity itself. You can go to many stores and buy many packs. You simply download them, add them to Expansion Manager, which, granted, is a bit of a... Oh dear. It takes a bit of a experience, let's put it that way, to get the sounds out of Expansion Manager and into your Genos. But once you've done that, and once you've gone through that process, it makes sense. It's just because you've never done it before. And if you haven't used, well, if you have used Expansion Manager and struggled, if you have a look on YouTube and search the phrase using Expansion Manager, my video is, I think it's probably the top one. There's thousands upon thousands of views, and it's a very easy step-by-step guide. You can't go wrong. If you do, you haven't watched the video correctly. You haven't followed all of the steps. But it isn't that painful. 15 minutes and you should be up and running and loading. But like I say to you, it opens such a world of... new sounds that you can have. Everything from bells through to brass band. Lovely cornets. You've got things... Well, I'm just trying to find... James Last trumpets. You've got Mr. Ryu. obviously you've got the Klaus Wunderlich stuff. You've got sort of backing singers. So the world is your lobster. You can literally pick anything you want. But for this, the whole experience is using the Klaus sounds. And there are going to be more Klaus styles coming along as well, because it's one of my favourites. I listened to him as a child, as I'm sure all of you did. Saw him a couple of times in concert, and even got to sit at his organ when I think it was 8 at the time. But that was my only claim to fame, and never play like him. But the sounds and the styles can assist you to recreate that sort of sound. So if you want to go and have a look, go to patreon.com/Genos Club. There's 966 videos to show you how to use your instrument. Lots and lots of content. There's a couple of hundred new styles. There's new voices. It's the place to be if you've got a Genos or an SX. So take a look. Anyway, there you go. I thought I'd show you these nice styles that are in progress. And until next time, I shall say bye-bye.